Hello everyone. In this video, I'll keep you company while we relax together, and I'll show you how I create this Mediterranean bathroom design. To make the process faster, I have already prepared the bathroom layout. The size is 430 by 230 with a bathtub, toilet, sink, and a window facing a mountain view. And I also gave a bit of extra space on purpose, just to make things more comfortable during the rendering process. And now I'm gonna start shaping the structure first, beginning with the door and the walls. Just a heads up from the beginning, my way of working might not be as neat as other YouTubers. I might also break some of the usual rules since I learned everything by myself. But I believe as long as we can achieve a result that we truly like, then everything should be okay. And now we start shaping the furniture, beginning with the bathtub. Normally, I like to group each component in my design, but this time I'm not doing that. I don't know why, I just don't feel like doing it. Okay, now the window. To get that Mediterranean feel, we'll make the top slightly curved. The method I use might feel a bit runabout, but hey, this is just how I do it. Let's give the window quite a few curves, because why not? And now I'm gonna add a ceiling above the bathtub area. Okay, let's create the sink counter. For this one, I want to try a slightly unusual shape, but still keep it functional. And later we'll use a sink made from stone to complete the look. I'm sorry, suddenly I got a bit distracted because we haven't made the door yet. So I'm changing the plan a little. We'll work on the doors and the window first. Sometimes unusual shapes can add a little extra charm and make the design more interesting. And I'll add the glass later, but for now I'm gonna continue working on the counter for a bit. Alright, done. So this is the shape of the counter. Pretty unique, right? There's nice, smooth curve on top. But of course, I left a flat area so we can place the sink later. By the way guys, how are you all doing? Have you eaten yet? If not, don't forget to eat. Because with an empty stomach, you won't be saving the world anytime soon. And are you feeling happy today? I don't know what you're going through, but I hope you can still find a little reason to feel happy, no matter what the situation is. I think what makes the Mediterranean style so unique is how it embraces imperfection. For example, the window and the shelf I'm working on right now, it's actually the uneven curves that make them feel more beautiful and full of character. Just like us, without even realizing it, our imperfections are what makes us unique. And as long as those imperfections don't harm us or others, there's nothing wrong with them at all. I'm not trying to preach or anything, but have you ever tried being perfect 24/7? I did, and it's exhausting. Really exhausting. Because nothing is created to be perfect. We're just meant to become a little better than we were yesterday. And a lot of time, what you end up sacrificing in the chase for perfection is time. That's why I used to be, and sometimes still am, a bit of a professional procrastinator, spending so much energy planning until I forget to actually move and start. Alright, now we're going to create the backsplash, and I'm thinking of using either mosaic or natural stone or gravel. I'll decide later. Okay, slowly, little by little, we'll start adding the materials and textures. One of my favorite little joys is rendering every step of my progress, because my computer isn't the fastest nor the greatest for real-time rendering. So don't forget to subscribe so I can upgrade my setup someday. And ladies and gentlemen, right after I said that, my computer decided to give up first. I'm sorry if a few steps got skipped because of that, but basically I added some materials into the scene. Terracotta paint with a soft wash technique, natural stone for the floor and backsplash. But that's just for now. We might still change things along the way until we find the materials that feels just right. And I have also added 2 indoor plants just to bring a little bit of life into the space. After taking a step back, I realized the space felt a little bit too dominated by red, which made it slightly less comfortable. And after taking a moment to think, I finally got an idea. Let's go with stone. Let's see how it turns out. For materials like this, it is really important to play with bump or displacement maps. Personally, I prefer using displacement maps because it looks more realistic to me. But there's always a balance. If it's too much, the file can get really heavy, and the surface can end up looking overly exaggerated instead of natural. And after taking another look, I think it would be better if we also use stone on the left wall. Alright, I'm starting to really like this space now. I think the space is coming together. It feels more alive now. And now we're getting into the fun part, adding furnitures into the scene. There's going to be quite a lot we will add, and of course, the file is about to get heavier. For the furnitures, I won't be making everything from scratch. I'll be using some external sources as well, like CG tips. But turns out it's a little bit of a hassle with all the registering and stuff. So yeah, let's just go back to 3D Warehouse. Okay, the first things we're going to look for are the carpet and rattan baskets. We will place them on the left side of the room and next to the sink counter. Alright, not bad. But for some reason, the color of these rattans doesn't really fit with the scene. I'll probably try adjusting the color first, or maybe just replace the objects entirely. And as you can see here, I have prepared a little opening on the upper left just for placing some plants. And now, let's start bringing those plants in. And as you can see, I made quite a lot of adjustments here. I cannot really explain every single one, but I guess that's just how it is sometimes. We adapt to the situation for the sake of something better.